Hey there, welcome to Abundant Source Raw, and in this video I wanted to talk a little bit about whether or not humans have adapted to eating cooked food since we've been eating it for so long. But actually, if you kind of take a step back and look at it, humans have only been eating cooked food for estimated less than 1% of our existence on the planet. And so, as far as evolution, that's just a very small period of time for our bodies to adapt to something like that. But more importantly, I think, is what would it mean if our bodies were adapted to cooked food? Nature has provided for us the perfect source of food. All other species on the planets eat cooked food except for domesticated animals that we feed our cooked food, or that get it from our leftovers and things like that. But have you thought about what it would mean if humans were adapted to cooked food? It would mean that our bodies have basically regressed to a point below the perfect food that nature has provided us. When you cook food, you are destroying much of the energy in the food and destroying much of the nutritional content of it, and all the living factors of the food. So you're destroying, on average, around 70% and up to 100% of the vitamins in the food that you cook. And typically close to around half of the mineral content is completely destroyed or unusable by the body. And then you've also got the living factors such as the enzymes that help with digestion. Cooking food is going to kill 100% of enzymes, and it's going to make it very hard for your body to digest things. And those enzymes are just very helpful and used for different processes of the body that your body's just going to have a very difficult time performing without the aid of all those digestive enzymes, and 100% of those are going to be destroyed. And all beneficial bacteria that was in the food is going to be basically destroyed now. And this one's pretty big. This is one that I emphasize a lot, is the bacteria. All those beneficial bacteria that were helpful for your body are now dead from the just high amounts of heat. And not only that, but your food is now destroyed and has become basically rotten as far as nature can see it. And what happens when food goes bad and is not living and nourishing for another species is that nature is going to send in the so-called unbeneficial bacteria, which I talk a lot about on other videos. This is big, and this is a big reason for a lot of your discomforts. These bacteria are here sent by nature. They're naturally here to clean up the mess that is not beneficial really to any other living creature in nature. They're kind of the cleanup crew of the earth. And no bacteria is really unbeneficial. It's all beneficial. It's just not all beneficial to you and your body. All bacteria on the planet is beneficial to the planet and is striving to create homeostasis for the entire planet and all of nature. And the reason that you're feeling these discomforts is because you are going outside of nature, denaturing your food with heat, and killing all the living properties of the food and killing most of the nutritional content as well. And so now nature has to come and fix this mess that is now inside your body, where all these unbeneficial bacteria are going to come and create different wastes and gases that are not meant to be in your system. And this is the reason why you have gas, especially if it's foul smelling. It's the reason why you have smelly excretions. It's the reason your breath stinks. You are literally eating rotten food after it's been cooked, and now this bacteria has to come in and break all this down, and in the process these bacteria are going to have waste that is not meant to be in our bodies, and they're going to produce gases and just smelly, foul excrements that just are not supposed to be in the human body. And so that's the reason for most of the foul smelling things that you're experiencing as a human, and it's amazing. If you've never gone on been on a long fruit diet, it's so incredible because we pretty much literally never get gas, just because we don't have that unbeneficial bacteria that is caused by eating unnatural foods, creating all these foul smelling gases. Um, when you're on an all fruit diet for long enough, your excrement starts to not smell bad at all. You never have smelly breath or anything like that. You have your natural human scent, which is a very nice and attractive scent. You know, I think it's funny because if we were really meant to have bad breath and all these foul odors and things like that in nature, it would be like the attracting and the mating process out in the wild for humans would have been like almost not very I don't know, satisfying. There would be this unattractiveness to other humans if we all smelled this way and we didn't have hygiene products and things like that. And I mean, do you really think nature is going to design us in such a way that would be, you know, unappealing to other humans when we're trying to mate? And the whole big scheme of nature is to be attracted to the opposite species and create more of that species. So it's kind of funny to think about it that way. So those are some awesome benefits of being on a long-term fruit diet, and I highly recommend trying it out and seeing these benefits for yourself. They're super fantastic. And you know, the whole thing with, if we were adapted to eat cooked food, we would just be totally regressed. Why would we want to be adapted to something that is less? It's less in every way, less in vitamin content, mineral content, less in all nutritional values and all you know, living properties and the things that really give us life force and give us energy and everything. It's pretty much all destroyed. And why would we want to be adapted to something like that? Nature is perfect, and nature has created the perfect food for our perfect bodies. And to try and adapt to something that has been tampered with and processed with by, you know, humans and been burned with fire is just a regression and not something that I think we want to strive for or something that we should wish to happen in the future. Being adapted to cooked food and thriving on a cooked food would just mean we're adapted to crap. We've been adapted to strive on less, and so it's not something that I hope for. And you know, and this is an amazing thing. I mean, to hear this and to know that we can just eat sweet, amazing, juicy fruit and that's it. You know, it's like eating candy all day, and it's the healthiest thing in the world. And we can get rid of all these uncomfortable feelings in the body. We can get rid of all these pains, and we can get rid of all these foul, uncomfortable, embarrassing odors and things like that. And we can do it just by eating the most delicious and satisfying food on the planet for humans. It's super amazing. So definitely give it a go if you haven't already, or if you're new, just stick with it and keep motivating yourself with videos and things like that. And if you are still skeptical and don't believe me, I mean, try it out. If you really think we're adapted to cook food, then go on a raw vegan diet for 30 days or do a juice cleanse for 30 days and then eat some cooked food, and I guarantee you'll feel like crap and you'll have a change of mind. And it will just be so obvious that we are not meant to eat cooked food. It makes absolutely no sense that we would be adapted to cooked food or that we would want to be adapted to cooked food. You know, nature is perfect. Everything that nature designed is perfect. We are a product of perfection, and we also need to be eating the perfect foods for our species type, and that's going to be fruit and maybe some tender leafy greens every once in a while if you feel like it. And that's what's going to keep you the healthiest and the happiest and the most at peace with everything, and just loving life to the fullest, it's fruit. It's amazing, the most amazing thing ever. And so try it out, get motivated, get excited, because you're about to feel something wonderful, and it'll be the best decision of your life to eat the way that nature has designed you to eat. To be in line with nature is just the greatest joy in the world. So that's going to be it for this video. Please give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. And go ahead and leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this talk and what your opinion is. Thank you so much for watching. Talk with you guys in the next one.